Tonight was the night. Tonight is the anniversary my beloved and I first met, so I figured tonight is the best night that I'd pop the big question to her. I'm not usually one to be overly sentimental, but if you're going to ask someone to marry you, you might as well be sentimental. I was feeling good because we had just gotten past a huge hurdle in our relationship, and so I was kind of still running on the fumes of exhilaration. Walking up the path that led to her house, I noticed her car was in the driveway. Perfect. She must have just gotten off of work. So I quietly inserted my key and turned the lock, trying to be as absolutely sneaky as I could be. As I entered her house, I could hear the water running from her shower, and I smiled to myself knowing that gave me the perfect opportunity to put my presence somewhere she would easily see it. I was about to go up the stairs when I saw her dog, Balto, the big Alaskan husky she had for about 8 years now. I remembered the first time I saw this dog, how he had barked and bared his fangs at me. But slowly he became accustomed to me over time, and now he and I were friends. He had that droopy look on his face he gets when he needs to go to the bathroom, combined with those big eyes and that low wagging tail. How could I not help him? Come on, I whispered to him in motion for him to follow. He did that little excited two-step thing dogs sometimes do before following. Making my way through the kitchen, I smelled a wonderful aroma and realized she was making lasagna. Oh, how I loved her lasagna. Finally getting to the back door, I opened it for Balto and let him out, then making sure to quietly shut the door again. Back through the lasagna-smelling kitchen and silently up the stairs, I poked my head around the corner and into her room. I could see her bathroom adjoined to it as the door was slightly cracked open to let the steam escape. I pulled the small black box from my pocket with my present in it. I looked at it only a moment before entering her room. Her bed was in the middle of the room, with her closet just off to the left. I wondered how I would do this. I wanted this to be a mix of romance and surprise. Then it hit me. I gently placed the black box on the foot of her bed. No way she wouldn't see it there. Then quickly I hid myself in the closet, waiting for her to get out of the shower. Normally I don't have this much patience, but tonight was special, so I had all the patience in the world as I waited for her to find my present. After felt like forever, I heard the shower turn off, and I could hear the rub of a towel as she dried herself off. I saw her open the bathroom door and walk around the room for a moment. I prayed she saw my gift before she went to the closet, where that would be humorous to find my gag was up. It would kill a large portion of the romance. She took the towel off she had around her hair and threw it on the bed, nearly covering the small black box. That's when she saw it. Oh, how relieved I was. Her face twisted in a little confusion, and she made her way to the window looking out. No doubt looking for a car. Not seeing one, she looked back to the small black box, walked close to it, and then past it towards the hallway. She looked around for a moment with her head out the door. Eventually she came back in and stood in front of the small black box. She picked it up and smiled to herself, the lopsided half grin she does when she tries not to let it out. How excited she is. Now was the moment of truth. How my heart raced and beat furiously against my ribcage. I was afraid she might hear it beat so loud. Holding my breath when she went to open it. Then it happened. She let out a gasp as she opened it, and her free hand went straight to her mouth. My heart leapt with joy. She loved it. Even from this distance I could clearly make out my present. That so-called husband had been nothing but a hurdle for my love and I this whole time. He had even forced him to move once he found out she was in love with another man. In love with me. But now we were past that hurdle, and now she could know nothing else stood in the way of our love. To prove it, I gave her his ring. although still attached to his finger. For some reason I just couldn't get the little bugger off. But details, am I right? That's when she looked over towards the closet and her eyes widened. I knew she saw me, so I smiled at her and shifted a little to get out. It was time to ask her the big question.